Shut up.
This episode of The Hammock Life brought to you by #Bill Met a Dog.
Bill's not talking to the microphone.
I turned it off.
Hey, take it easy.
There we go.
Yeah, Bill broke the microphone.
All right.
Wow, this is a
now-
great start.
You had
now I
one
can
job.
hear it.
Bill said he did meet a dog, by the way, for those.
I don't know. I did meet a dog.
Hey,
Lots of dogs.
That's why this episode is brought to you by that.
nice. So, welcome to the Hammock Life. We are back. We got a guest with us today, which we'll dive into in a bit. Bill's already thirsty, apparently, so he's cracking right into that.
He
bad
had the
boy.
only can, so he had to make the can noise in the
yeah, so
microphone.
Yep. I needed that can noise.
Yeah, so we are going to be talking about breweries, philanthropy, and sort of like the whole, I guess, our big bleeding hearts in this industry, right?
Yeah.
And we got a guest on, but before we get to there, Bill had something to add.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon to get your notifications, share the podcast, or it's not a podcast, whatever we're calling this thing.
It's a
The
podcast.
channel.
It's our channel.
Podcast.
It's a
It's our
podcast.
channel.
Yeah, the podcast
channel.
channel,
It's a
whatever.
video
Channel.
podcast.
Yeah.
Channel.
It's a
Channel.
vlog. It's a vlog.
Share it
Channel.
around, leave your comments, ask us questions, interact with us. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we brought in today the dick to my prettiest, Mr. Tom M.
Zooming out in 4, 2, 1.
There we go.
There he is.
Let's welcome Tom to the show,
So,
everyone.
hello.
Cheers, Tom.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh wait,
Ding,
I'm not
ding,
drinking
ding.
a stout. Hold on, cheers.
It's a clear stout. It's
It's
one
a
of the
clear
blonde
stout.
stouts.
Yeah. Because
False advertising.
well, No Worries doesn't have a stout on right now, so
We have a brown ale,
that's
Yeah.
not a stout.
but it looks like a
She gone.
stout-ish.
So we'll get into some stouts. People who don't know Tom M, he loves stouts, and now they know.
I mean, if they don't know who I am, they definitely don't know I like stouts. But if they do, they're tired of me hearing about it. So.
Your
It's
shirt
fair.
hurts my eyes.
We're all tired
Well,
of
my
it.
shirt hurts.
I
Your
gotta
face
be
hurts
honest,
my
though.
eyes,
I don't want to
so.
blow up his spot, but I've been seeing him drinking lagers a lot more often.
Well,
than
Bill, you
stouts
made
lately.
I mean, Bill, whatever you make, I put in my mouth.
Hey,
So.
take it
Wait,
easy.
is this a
Whoa, whoa,
wait?
whoa,
I'm sorry.
whoa.
Is this a family vlog or podcast or whatever you call it? I don't
No.
know.
That's why you drink all the
Can I
hazy
say whatever I
IPA.
want?
This
Can
is
I?
no holds barred.
Can I
yeah.
swear?
You could definitely swear.
Yeah.
Fuck no, you
Swear?
can't
Okay,
swear.
I just want to make sure. I don't know if this is for kids.
This is his for
No, I
kids.
specifically checked the box, not
Okay.
for kids.
So the
I-
puppets don't come out until later?
Well, if they do come out, you don't
Oh.
want to know.
Well,
Something on different.
I've never been upstairs, so I
Hey.
mean, hey.
This is
Not
good.
what
This
she
is,
said.
this is
I
going
see
sideways
mannequins.
quick. What's in the growler, Tom?
Yeah, those are paps.
So in this, well, can they see the growler? Oh, they can't.
They
'cause you
can
didn't
in a
zoom
minute.
out.
There it is.
I'm not conforming my set to your standards. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
I don't know where the camera goes, so this
You
has
got
a.
it.
There's a monitor.
So
So
as
as we're
everyone knows,
focusing here, guys.
that might be
let's-
listening to this. I love stouts, but I said if I ever come on this podcast, I have something special in my fridge
channel.
and channel, vlog, philanthropy, whatever.
Less filling.
Anyway,
Anyway, so this has been sitting in my fridge for 3 years, and you've noticed it has a lovely No Worries symbol in front.
I'm afraid.
This is the collab.
Mike's
might
gonna
be
hate
good.
you.
This is the collab that No Worries did with Outer Light 3 years ago.
yeah.
The No Waves, well, not No Waves, No Worries. It's
Waves not worried.
Waves not worries.
Yeah. So
barley wine, dated August 17th, 2017.
yeah.
This has never been opened. Why it never got opened? Because it was supposed to be drinking at a Outer Light tap takeover, and I showed up with the 64 because a former manager of this place, they didn't have 32s at the time, so they gave me the 64 barley wine.
So you obviously saved it for this.
And and well, when I showed up, they're like, "We're not fucking opening that. You want us to drink a 64 of barley wine?" I said, "Well, you could give it to the people," and there wasn't that many
Give
people.
it to the people.
Give it to because we're people.
It's the barley wine of the people.
We're people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a throwback.
I'm people.
This is for the
I want
people.
some barley wine.
So this is 3 years old. It's never been opened. Let's see if it makes a sound.
It's not good.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
I
dude.
heard
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very curious.
Oh my God! This is literally
it. It's the brim.
to the brim.
So
This is
a good
as
film.
Tom's pouring this really quick, just giving the people, because we're the people. Quick rundown.
we're people. That's a throwback.
Is
if you don't have to know.
for
Watch
like
us spin the wheel.
for a handful of years back to back, we were doing collaboration with Outer Light. Definitely should bring that back.
Yes. we should.
And so
Collaborations in general.
yeah, it's been hard obviously with this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we wound up
bubbles.
doing first year was a golden ale that we did different fruit in. The second year was this barley wine, which was like more of a blonde barley wine at the time, very like East Coast hopped with some Western Hemisphere hops. I think Cow is in there and a whole bunch of other stuff. Ella, and then The third year we wound up doing a grisette, which was delicious.
Oh, that might be my
that
favorite
was my
collaboration
favorite.
beer ever.
Yeah, I loved
So
that
this
beer.
one's a beefy. I think it was like 9.5 or 10%.
How come my
10.5?
pour came out flat and you guys got
Well,
like
because you got the short pour in the beginning because it was filled to the top. I poured these a
Alright.
little hard.
I can tell you right now, as I say this, our good buddy Mike is anger texting me.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
when
you
he's
should've
watching
showed
this.
up.
Hi, Mike.
By the way, to Tyler, who helped brew this, that's
Yeah.
down at Firemaker now in Georgia.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Tyler.
We miss you.
We miss
Cheers.
Tyler.
Let's see how good it is.
On
after
the
3
nose,
years.
actually, it's pretty. It's pretty smelling pretty good. It's very smelly.
I'm actually surprised there's actually head on this, but it was filled to the top. So
I won't lie, I had low expectations, being this is a 3-year-old growler. And
I mean, that's
oh my
actually
God.
pretty
I'm
delicious.
not upset whatsoever.
Wow.
For a growler fill, holy shit.
Mike, you're gonna be
Holy
really
shit.
It's-
pissed you missed
well,
this.
Mike,
not
if,
oxidized.
Mike, if you're
It's-
listening to this right now, there's still half
Wow.
a growler left. Oh wait, this isn't live.
That's
Oh,
2/3.
sorry.
Yeah, I would get, like, honestly, like, if I'm doing my quick interpretation of this, it actually reminds me of what it was. It's lighter, obviously, because it's mellowed out. Very orangey, a little
Yeah.
citrusy, not
Little
bitter
citrusy.
at all,
No,
and not at all oxidized. And somehow,
yeah, that's the
that's-
part I can't believe.
That's impressive.
you have the best refrigerator ever.
I mean, oh yeah,
No,
it's
this
been
was-
sitting in the back of my fridge for 3 years.
this
so
was
it
a, this
would,
was a 1200 rated growler fill.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm actually surprised, and I'm actually surprised it was filled. I was looking at it earlier to see how good the fill was, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the growler's too dark. No, it's filled to the brim.
That's pretty. I mean,
You
honestly,
can't get it any fuller than
I'm pretty
that.
impressed. We have to share this downstairs. later.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you did a good
Yeah.
job. If you listen, you
Yeah,
filled it to
seriously.
the top.
Good
you
fill,
know.
man. For sure. So anyway, good. As we enjoy this delicious,
I know.
delicious product, thank
We're-
you, Tom.
Let's
Stouts,
get,
but we're
let's get
drinking
into
barley
the
wine.
Yeah.
philanthropy.
So yeah, talking into philanthropy really quick. I mean, so a lot of people who are involved know the industry. Obviously, we do a lot of like events and stuff like that, which usually breweries are donating, if not always, our product for some sort of cause. This year, I think it was very unique as far as like a lot of collaboration, like as far as each brewery doing something interesting and new. As far as like other half presented the
All
Together IPA, which was like an industry focused, like, you know, brew it and proceeds going towards your local, industry focused folks.
Yeah, the hospitality industry.
yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Of your choice. Yeah.
Yeah, the most recent one was the Black is Beautiful, which is going on now. Helping people of color in your communities. And so everybody sort of you brew that and you can put forth proceeds to whatever you feel fit for that sort of incentive, which is cool. So I think it's been fun. I mean, I know Tom has been doing. I mean, as a dark beer fan, Black is Beautiful. You've been getting a lot of local ones, checking them off your list as they come off. I mean, not everybody's doing them. The challenge is because there were a lot of collaboration beers recently. Like, you can't do everything that comes through your door. I wish we knew. Like, we had a calendar ahead of us. Oh, here are the collaboration beers you could get done. So that's one of those beers we were trying to maybe squeeze out on the pilot system.
Yeah, we didn't get around to
yeah,
it.
so
We did the
still
all together.
time.
Yeah, we did that. We did the all together.
Well,
Yeah.
it was tough for a lot of breweries. I mean, Altogether kind of came at right at the beginning of COVID for the industry people, and it's an IPA. And as you guys both know, IPAs are usually 2 weeks and out, you're done.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not much time. With a stout, I mean, you could make it in 2 weeks, but it's not going to be that great. For a 10% stout,
Right.
you're going to have to let it sit for 3, maybe even possibly 4 weeks. So it was tough. And right now, I think only 14 breweries, and there's probably 4 unannounced breweries. Well, Alvarium just came out with, they said they're doing one. There's another brewery brewing this week that I won't announce. They'll announce on their own. That is going to be brewing one this week. Ken Falls just released theirs, which I just had yesterday, which is very delicious. And there's, I think, 9 released right now. So, I think the next one is going to be the Hoax Front Porch 16% canvas, 16-ounce canvas.
Is that the one they're doing
Club.
with the fluff? Is that one or a different beer?
I think it's the yeah. I think it's
I
the
saw
one
that on
that got
Instagram.
over poured. Like
Yeah.
I think it's that. Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be the next one. But yeah, it was tough for a lot, and it's a stout. And I
Nice.
mean, but the great thing about a stout is, like, the Altogether's done. No one's releasing it. This Black is Beautiful is going to be released for the next year or so because half of the breweries are barrel aging
Yeah.
it. So it's going to bring the forefront of all everything that they're donating and raising for. It's going to bring it to the forefront, not just this summer, because it's always stout season, but in quote unquote other people's stout seasons in the winter, and the
Right.
barrel aged stuff is going to come around Christmas in January and February, and it's just going to keep on going and going, and maybe they'll just make it a rotation beer, and just
That's a
have
cool
something
idea.
like that. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what Nepco's doing. They're just going to barrel age it straight, but they're doing it's called the Quality IPA, and they're doing an IPA that's always going to get donated to a charity of their choice. In that, whether it's probably whatever Jamal picks, it's going to go to that charity, and they're going to keep on doing that on. I don't know if it's going to be the pilot batch system or a big brew system, but they're going to keep on doing that year round because they wanted to go straight to barrels and come out with a bourbon barrel aged Black is Beautiful. So
That's a cool
Yeah,
idea.
I mean it's a
like
cool
that.
concept,
Yeah.
and I agree that it's sort of neat where it's like, oh, you can just because you are the breweries are choosing where it's going and how you're sort of not diverting, but like sending those proceeds towards whatever you see fit for that cause. Because there are a lot of local charities that will so there may be something closer to our heart than somebody else's.
Correct.
So it's sort of neat
Right,
that you're
yep.
able to do that. So like we've always had that, like once we have a window, we want to try to do it, obviously. So it's cool that everybody's sort of like slowly racing too, because like where the All Together one was like a lot of them happened at once.
yeah. Oh, it was
And so-
literally you had to pick up like 17 of them, and you were like, oh, they all came out today. I want to get them all.
It was
Okay.
a little overwhelming. So I
Yeah.
think the trickle out effect is sort of neat, where it's like, oh, I hadn't had that one yet. It's been 2-3 weeks. Cool, So it keeps it sort of unique, right?
Yeah,
at
you're
that
not
point.
running around trying to try as many of them as you can within a weekend or week or 2
No.
weeks.
I love that we now all Pokemon beers.
Gotta catch 'em
Gotta
all.
catch them all.
Dude, that Charizard beer though. Yeah. No,
Is that chorizo? What is it?
no
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, Kevin
Tom-
doesn't watch TV.
Oh,
Second
okay.
of all, Kevin doesn't watch children's TV.
It's fair.
Tom brought up Alvarium. We should probably get them on for a show sometime.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
good.
good
Is that a good
idea.
That's a good idea.
Set that
Good
up.
idea.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
we should get them on. That'd
Get
be
them on
fun.
quick
Right.
too,
So-
because they're very busy. You're gonna have to lock that down real
Yeah.
quick.
So what?
So transition to this, right? So another idea. So what we had done, this was before all these people started doing these things. No, I'm kidding.
We did it first.
First. Firsties. No, but like this past February, well, realistically, it was like in December. We were chatting with you.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, you're very involved in Closer to Free, and Connecticut beer in general is a big Closer to Free craft beer team. It was like one of the top
The
donating,
last 3
right?
years, we were the #1 team.
Yeah.
For those of you listening that are not from Connecticut, Closer to Free is an annual
bike ride.
Bike
Yeah, for
ride.
Smilo
So it's
Cancer.
for Yale
For
New Haven Smilo
Smilo,
Cancer
yes.
Center.
You beat me
Yeah.
to it. I was going to toss that in there.
Sorry, because everyone always asks for Closer
Good
to
job,
Free.
guys.
So
Good job.
Smilo's basically 100% donated money. This year, I don't know what the final cost the final was, because I think I still have to check. They usually end the last day of September as you get the money in. But this year, I'm not sure if they're extending it. But last year they raised $3.3 million total
Yeah.
as
That's-
over 2,000 riders. Us, Team Craft Beer, raised $250,000.
That's really
Yeah.
awesome.
And I think we just came under 100,000 this year with COVID, which is still ridiculous.
Right, it wasn't. Yeah, because last year, I mean, there was a lot of the tap takeovers that we were doing.
Yep.
Where we would do at like bars and stuff like that. You do the toy drives, people would come
Yep.
out, and so it was a big to do. Obviously, this year not as big of a to do, but like going back to what we were chatting about was when we talked with you.
Yes.
You love stouts, and
I
we're like,
do.
oh, let's brew a stout.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it on tap. Let's do. We were trying to do an event at that time that was still pre the world shutting down.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it. We had a good time with this thing. For people who didn't follow, like Bill posted up, or no, Tom posted.
I think Tom
it up.
posted.
I
it,
posted
yeah.
because
on
Bill
the-
doesn't. Bill only likes to post memes and
on the-
start arguments
on
on the
the
internet.
internet.
That's why he's a dick.
Whoa.
What?
You forgot the other 82% of his pictures.
Well,
which
no,
are
now
Dogs.
it's dogs.
Dogs.
Now it's dogs. But I'm talking about back then. In March, he really
Back-
didn't. He
back-
was about a little bit dogs.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Hey, Tom, how tall are you?
6'2".
I didn't know they stack bullshit that tall.
Take it easy.
Wow. Is this how it's gonna go?
How did I know,
Oh,
how
here we
did I
go.
know your height? By the way, that's weird.
Because you look down upon all
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
fair. You're short.
Um,
So what was cool about this was that getting back on track.
Good job.
We were able to kind of get the beer community in the Connecticut area involved by Tom posted up in CT Beer Drinkers Facebook group asking people to vote for what ingredients they wanted in this
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
And what happened from there, Tom?
So I posted. Thank you.
Bill
I'll
forgets.
just take over the whole thing because you know I love to talk.
Bill also doesn't
People are
remember.
like, Tom, shut up
He's-
already.
It's been a long,
yeah, exactly.
long,
So
been a long year.
basically, talking to Bill and Kevin, we wanted to do something, but something interactive that got the beer community involved in Connecticut. And I was like, let's make a stout, but let's let the people, because we're people.
We are people.
we
Except
let-
me, I'm a dog people.
Yeah, you're a dog people.
You're a people dog.
I'm
You're
a
a people
dog,
dog,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let the beer community. So I put on a poll on CT Beer Drinkers. Most of you hopefully are listeners, all 14,000 of you.
Well, after this episode, it'll be 14,000. Now that your name's attached to
I
it.
know.
Don't forget
yeah.
to like and subscribe
Right,
so you
but-
don't miss one episode.
Ding. So I put out the top 10. I looked up what are the top 10 adjuncts in a stout, and I put them all up, and then I put cookie butter because I work for Trader Joe's, and no one's really done a cookie butter stout. Which
I'm really pissed that cookie butter didn't win.
I
Yeah.
know.
So,
I know.
so the people voted, right? Because we were the
Are
people.
we just gonna talk over each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
what
yeah,
you
that's
got.
how it works.
Oh, that's how it works. To be honest, I've
moving
never
along.
listened except for the one
I'm-
time I was standing on the other side.
I'm moving it along.
I mean, it's definitely more tolerable than the debate, though. But still, we
I
talk,
mean-
we talk over each other.
Yeah. So on the poll, you put the poll up. You put the poll up. That's what
on a
she
poll.
said.
Yeah,
That's what she
Judy
said.
Bagwell on a poll match.
Mhm.
Yes.
And people were voting.
People voted, and then all of a sudden, someone was like, "Oh, what about Tom M's Tears?"
Mm-hmm.
And haha, we all laughed. And then
The write-in ballot.
our lovely,
That got the most votes, though.
our
Didn't it?
lovely
Wild card.
friend Seth Hart decided to put that on the poll because I allowed people to add other adjuncts
Yeah, write-ins.
and the write-ins because
Yeah.
we're all about the votes. You
Yeah,
know?
we're about the people, if you will.
About the people. So that won. So that got the most on the wheel. So we put them all on a wheel, the top 10 on a wheel. We gave whoever got most votes the most space, and we spun the wheel.
Yes, and then we came out a chance. We were picking 3, right?
Yeah, and then we got a chance that we could eliminate one. So we got, what was it?
Nanners,
No, we didn't get Nanners.
didn't we?
No,
we
I
got
think it was,
vanilla,
I
we
think it
got-
was marshmallow or
Yeah,
something.
we kicked out
right?
marshmallow. We got vanilla, we
Yeah.
got graham
Mellows.
cracker, and then we got
Whatever.
marshmallow.
It's been a year, man.
And we decided marshmallow was going to be too hard, but not kind of
It wasn't
maybe
gonna
not
stand out based
working
on the
there.
flavors,
I think it
yeah.
was because of the hazelnut.
Oh, that's right. We got
yeah,
hazelnut. Sorry.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
graham
worked.
cracker, hazelnut, and then we got graham cracker at the
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
and
It was vanilla, hazelnut, and
then
mellow.
and then we kicked it out.
And
Got
we're like,
graham cracker.
No mellow. We spun
Yeah,
it.
and because we already had the vanilla. I mean,
Right.
marshmallows.
I mean, we could
basically
watch the video again.
Marshmallows basically vanilla.
And then then the fourth ingredient wound up being the tears. I mean, because we had to. 'cause
Well, you
it
had to
was-
add my
It was a
tears.
clear, it was clear winner. We
You know,
couldn't-
How did you extract said tears?
So
Like, what
it's
were you thinking
so,
about?
So
watch the
before we
Notebook?
go that no. Not the Notebook.
Yeah.
don't
No,
know why
not
that-
again.
Well,
don't know
these,
why that's so
here's the
funny,
funny
but it
thing.
is.
Here's the funny thing. These guys don't like being on video, but they do a video podcast. I've had like 5 ideas to do a video, and they were just like, "Yeah, no, we're good." So anyway, like
I was the best
my
cameraman
tears are like MSG. It's the king of flavor.
Madison Square
You
Garden.
know, MSG. You know, MSG. You ever see Uncle Roger?
No.
No, Uncle
Fred
Roger.
Rogers?
Yeah, no, Uncle Roger. You put MSG in
Roy
everything.
Rogers?
So, yeah. The beer went over well though. We ended
Yeah.
up brewing it. I was actually really surprised because for me it's way too sweet for my taste and what I
Yeah.
like. So I was nervous releasing it to people, and people loved it.
Right. In the end, it was a
And it had lactose in it.
9%
Bill hates lactose.
9% stout, right?
Yep.
For people who didn't have it. We had hazelnut, vanilla. It was a lactose
Graham
as
cracker.
well. It had graham cracker in it and Tom's Tears.
Tom's
It was a little salty, but it was nice. I mean, the funny thing is that so
it accentuates the flavor.
we never actually tallied up the number, but we kicked the keg in a week.
Which was great. It was a full
yeah.
keg. It wasn't like a log or anything. And I was actually surprised it kicked in a week because a lot of
Yeah.
people they thought they were going to miss out. And says it's a full keg, guys.
Right.
You know, and for
And
a
being a-
stout for 9% to kick in a week, and people really seem to like it. And people
Right.
are like, "This is really good." And
And
I'm
10
like,
ounce
"Well,
pours,
it's Bill."
right? So that was the
Yeah.
nice thing about 10 ounce pours too.
Yeah, you get a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
of usage out of it. So,
So we did
Yeah.
$2 a pour or any pour, didn't really matter, even shorts. We were doing that, and so we'll
I think
get
it was
the final
3.
number,
It was
but
2 or 3. I
Oh,
can't
3?
remember.
It
I
was-
think
it was
I think
3.
Oh,
I know,
three.
they're trying to
oh, that's right.
shortchange
We
me.
have to. You're right.
Yeah.
Because it was a high. I forgot because it was a higher one.
It's out.
Because it was Sorry, I'm making up as I go along. Either way,
I mean, you usually do so.
it's fair.
Yeah.
So you have seen the show.
No, I just do this. I'll just mimic whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah, so I mean that was some of the stuff that we
That's cool.
did though. We did that collaboration, and like Kevin said, a portion of every pour went to the Closer to Free fundraiser.
You know,
Yeah.
and we'll figure that out. I mean, it's
Yeah.
you know, we'll figure that out. You guys are busy, so we'll figure out how much it is, and if I could donate it this year, if not, we'll just donate it next year, and then
Yeah.
maybe
honestly,
we'll
probably just figure it out after this. Then I'll
yeah, whatever.
And that's what I love about what you do, Tom. A lot of people don't realize.
Do you say
that,
you love something I do? Bill?
Yeah, I mean,
Where's
It's
his
a
head
sexy
gonna be?
dance.
His
I-
head's gonna be so big
I love
now.
to make
Where's
funny.
the-
I love to make
where's-
funny,
where's
but I
the-
got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, a lot of people
I love
don't-
this transition, by the way. It's a good
Pe-
transition.
people see all year long, like, you're selling the T-shirts, you're doing all this different stuff. Not everyone realizes what it's actually for, though. I don't know why people don't.
It's still this day. People
Yeah.
think I'm just doing it because I have a huge ego.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
yeah. People.
and I'm like,
yeah.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm taking my time and effort to do this, and I mean, granted, not many people who know are behind the scenes. And if you look over to my immediate right,
No,
and a lot of
further
people,
right, not
well,
immediate.
not immediate. Oh yeah, wait, that's immediate. immediate. That gentleman over there, Mr. Pat DiCaprio,
That's
makes
my-
all.
Have you guys met Pat?
Hi, that's Pat. Have you met Pat?
They
he-
can't swipe right on the podcast though. It doesn't work like
oh,
If they press the like
wow.
button and the bell, maybe they'll get a response.
that. All right.
So and I always try to tag Pat and everything, and a lot of people know Pat, and I try to help him out where he makes all my T-shirts. He actually designed the website and has a full-time job and has me annoyed.
What's the website?
It's alwaysstoutseason.com.
Oh yeah, nice. And you're selling what?
I'm selling myself. I mean,
Ooh,
I'm selling
So Wayfair.
Bill. Yeah. Whoa, too soon. Too soon. We're selling T-shirts right now. We have our campaign T-shirt, which is the Tom M and Steiny 2020 shirt.
vote
the
for
Dick of the
them.
Prettiest.
Right now,
Vote
it's the
for
best
us.
candidate.
Yeah, it's the best candidate.
I'm not gonna lie.
At this
you know,
point, I would vote for me.
just it's a fun shirt
You
that
can,
yeah, it's a political shirt, but it's fun. You
No,
know,
it's good
all
times.
proceeds go to charity. We have hoodies up. We have the regular It's Always Stout Season
Well,
Star
and
Wars shirts.
we'll put that link in the
Uh,
description.
yeah,
So
we
you can click
have
on that.
the Gators on there too, which I have. A lot of people think these aren't the safest thing, and you know what? They are. Compared to the mask and everything, these are an all-year purpose, something that I wanted to get because you can use them in the winter, non-COVID times when hopefully this ends soon.
When I get my
they're,
ATV,
yeah, they're
you
not
know, you
tied.
could-
gonna be
It's not tied
solid.
directly to what's going on.
No,
in the world
and I
right
mean,
now.
I wanted
they're
something-
usable all year round.
Yeah, and I wanted something where you're not going to wear this at work to 8 hours. I'm not wearing this at work. I'm wearing this when I go to breweries, when I have to put something on my face real quick to walk to my table, sit down, and take it off. In the winter, when you're shoveling
Take it
snow,
off.
if you snowboard, when you snowboard, you go skiing or something like that, you're shoveling snow, you can wear it on your face, keep your face warm. It's a multi-purpose thing. I may be looking into masks. I don't know. I'm trying to find something cheap that have the logo brand on it because people have been asking. Hopefully, maybe one day I can get that done. Granted, I also do have a full-time job, so it is tough to do.
Sounds like, and that's why we got the tears.
Yeah, that's
So
what
he
I got
starts crying about how busy he is.
because I haven't stopped working since COVID started. So
Welcome to the
What
club.
Tom's not 100% mentioning here is
what am I?
100% of everything sold on
Oh
the
yeah,
website.
I don't make it. We
goes
don't
to
make a
charity.
profit.
And I'm actually charging him cost to print all the stuff. I make like
And a
10
reach around.
I make like 10 cents
Oh,
a shirt to
yeah.
print the shirts that are going out the door,
Also,
along
get
with
tears.
handling the packaging, shipping, and doing all that
Yeah.
stuff. So
Right.
all the proceeds from
You also built the website.
Yes, he built. That's what I did say that.
Oh.
he did say that.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
mentioned
I wasn't
he-
listening.
Yeah,
I
that's
blacked out.
Kevin.
I blacked out. I blacked out.
Yeah. So it's a
black out.
and every once in a while we get a little bit of an angry like, hey, where's my shirt? And just understand.
Well, it's not angry, but
just
angry from the people.
from the
yeah.
people. Just
But
understand.
we're people.
We are
Yeah.
people. So
It is
Relax, people.
100% going to charity on our dime for,
Yeah.
for time, and we print them on demand as you order them. So it's not like we have a box of them sitting in the basement.
No,
Yeah.
we
Right,
print on
right.
demand. I mean, if anybody wants something, I have a bunch in my car. Whatever I have, I'll have more since we just put an order in.
if you like and hit the subscribe button, we'll totally get you in contact with Tom.
That is the official way to get in contact with Tom.
Wait, I thought that's how I get dates.
do you
Well,
think actually,
no,
Pat,
have you
do you
met
think
Pat?
actually
That's
women
how
are
you get
listening to this? Look at this, the three of
least
us.
se-
I mean,
at
the
least
four of
seven.
us.
I mean, Mike's
Yes.
listening.
Mike's listening, which means Jen is on the couch next to him, possibly
And
listening.
Jen probably knows at least one other girl.
Yes.
Wow.
Done.
Wow, is
Why
Mike
hasn't
gonna
she
Mike?
met Pat?
Huh?
Why hasn't she met Pat?
So
Wow, is Mike just gonna get like such a boner from this because we've mentioned him like 15
Mic
times?
drop.
Yeah.
No,
this is normal.
So walking back really quick.
I don't listen.
I think the nice thing is like or I'd say like from the outsider perspective. I mean, I met you, Tom, unintentionally through the internet first. but I only from like the
Listen, I was hard up for money, Kevin. I've told you this before.
Craigslist was a thing at the time.
That was
I
bad.
understand
Remember
that.
Craigslist?
It's still there.
Is it really?
Yes, casual encounters.
So-
Hello?
So the
Wow,
funny
did
thing is
I say
that
that way
like,
too quick?
the whole stout season thing happened like a long time ago, right? It feels like 8,000 years ago.
Actually, the stout season started in your brewery.
Did it?
Did it really?
Yes. So
Wow.
Do we have to start a new episode? I don't think we have time for that.
Oh, we have
no,
time.
no, it's a quick. It's
Okay.
we could go. Remember,
Regale,
you
regale.
invited me on. I don't
We
go
can make the
short.
conscious decision to cut it now and create a second episode.
No worries. We made Tom in.
Wow, you just closed down. COVID didn't close us down. Tom Ebb did.
Shit.
So it actually started. It was funny. It started actually by a meme made by what was it? Timothy Bach, and it was a picture was taken in your brewery at Sumo Slam. I was wearing one of your shirts, and Tom Eccles took the picture, and it was me drinking a coffee with this like surprised look on my face. It was just a candid photo, and he took the took it and made a meme and goes, "Bro, do you even stout season?" And the people pop for it and stuff.
people.
Like, the people.
Oh.
The people pop for it, wrestling term. And I posted it on CD Beer Drinkers, and every time people posted an IPA, I would just post it and just basically like a fungus and just slowly grow on people. And I just took it and ran with it because people laughed, and I was like, all right,
Nice.
stout season, why not?
Yeah, you just made it your character.
That's
Yeah,
That's right.
That's
I
your
mean,
thing.
pretty much everything I've done is someone else has come up with, and then I'm like, oh my god, they made fun of me for
So
it.
you're not original. So you're saying-
Well,
Have you met Tom?
Hi, have you met me? But
Fantastic.
everything I've done is like someone said something. Hell, Bill came up with Tom M's a dick. Well, Bill and other Bill, Bill and Bill Icon.
That's-
Icon, yeah. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I wonder
That's
how
pretty
he's-
funny though, as far as like
He
the
died of COVID.
backstory.
No, I'm kidding. So I can't say that.
But my only last point was going to be this: is like, one, hilarious to learn that occurred here, and I do remember that first Sumo Slam.
yeah,
Oh, poor Sumo Slam, gangster tears. But I was gonna say, like, while you could have just used that like recognition for yourself, I guess, or just like like nowadays the influencer is all about their own pocket or at least free shit.
No,
You
yeah.
definitely utilize that in the best way possible, and you got to be condemned. Condoned.
you know how many people will want
He's
me
also
condemned?
should be condemned,
Yes, I should
yes.
be condemned. Put it in 4
You're the
padded
worst.
walls with a straitjacket. Yes.
But no,
You
that's a
know-
good point. Yeah, figured out a way to leverage that and use it for
Yeah, so good for you.
towards good causes. Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
I always look at this, and look, I never asked for this, and I mean, as you all
Never
know,
wanted this.
well, I never wanted this. You guys, you really like me.
I need an
really
adult.
like
I
me.
need an adult.
No, I for a person
episode
that
ever.
I know, yeah, for someone that didn't drink beer 7 years ago.
Yeah, you were a cider guy, right?
I was a cider.
Yeah.
My nickname was Magners.
Which is German for doofus.
And
Bill hates me.
this is the best episode ever.
On that note, I think Pat should hit that music.
We're gonna do a 2-parter?
I think we're gonna roll out of this episode now. Pat just left to poop.
That was the best episode ever.
I'm okay.
No,
now.
no, it was a good episode. Absolutely.
All right.
So
Thanks,
I'll-
Magners, for coming on.
Yeah.
I never asked for this, but keep living that hammock life, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Press the button. Cheers. Drink.